There, this is Flora Koilekaki in this space where we believe that in life there are no mistakes, just lessons. And one of the lessons in life as I go along, I have come to realize that it is important to allow your child to learn to say no. Allow your child to learn to develop their boundaries. Allow your child to learn to develop their non negotiables and their negotiables in life. I have come across so many adults, so many adults who are struggling to say no, who are struggling with a people pleasing mentality, those who are struggling with decision making, so many. And it got me thinking, how did they get here? Especially African adults. Then we realized that in African homesteads, most African, or let me just say many African homesteads, bring up their children to understand that children are there to be seen and not to be heard. And once you're there to be seen and not to be heard, your voice is suppressed. And whoever suppresses your voice suppresses your future. So many children grow up into adulthood questioning whether they really should be heard, questioning whether they really can disappoint someone, questioning whether they should choose themselves or the other person because growing up they chose the adults before themselves. So it's okay to make your home a safe space where a child can learn to say no, where a child can learn to develop their non-negotiables, where a child can learn to just develop and draw their boundaries. It is fine because these lessons will help these children. We need leaders who can make a decision for themselves. We need leaders who are not puppets. So we need children to grow up knowing that they can make their own decisions. See, the Bible says, train up a child in the way that they should go. And when they grow up, they will not depart from it. This is may not only be scriptural, but also in every other aspect of life. If you train up a child to be timid, they will find it hard to depart from timidity. If you train up a child to be scared or to be fearful, they will find it hard to go away from that aspect of timidity and fear. So allow them to develop their preferences with courtesy, allow them to be firm, respectfully, allow them to argue their case. And sometimes, as a parent, just learn to love that your child can argue their can argue their case because many adults struggle with this area of arguing, especially in an employment scenario where people just want to please their bosses even when their bosses are wrong. And no wonder the society is condoning corruption because what if I speak up? Would I be punished? Would I, does it make sense? So many questions running into someone's life. It will save a child a lot of toxic relationships. Many people are in toxic relationships because they do not know how to choose themselves and they do not know how to disappoint the other party. Allowing your child to know themselves, to know their preferences, to know their negotiables and their non negotiables will save them a lot of heartache in the future. So, forge and create that environment in your home that is safe, that develops a child who is firm but respectful. See you next time on another life's lesson.